Find out how Winona Ryder landed the role of Joyce Byers in Stranger Things, and what she did to prepare for the character, including her research on mothers of missing children. Winona Ryder was initially hesitant to take on the role of Joyce Byers in Stranger Things. The Duffer Brothers specifically wrote the character of Joyce with Winona Ryder in mind. Ryder researched mothers of missing children to prepare for her role as Joyce Byers. She drew inspiration from real-life mothers who had lost children, studying their strength and resilience. Winona Ryder's portrayal of Joyce Byers earned her critical acclaim and numerous award nominations. Her performance as Joyce Byers marked a significant return to her iconic 90 seconds TV and film heyday. Honor the bravery of firefighters like Stephen Siller, who rushed to the Twin Towers on 9/11 to save others, and Gary Smiley, who rescued a woman from the 31st floor of the South Tower. On 9/11, 343 firefighters and paramedics lost their lives, the largest loss of emergency responders in U.S. history. Stephen Siller, a firefighter, abandoned his truck and ran through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel to reach the Twin Towers. Gary Smiley, a firefighter, rescued a woman from the 31st floor of the South Tower. Despite the danger and chaos, firefighters climbed up to 80 flights of stairs in the Twin Towers, carrying heavy equipment to reach those trapped. The FDNY responded to the 9/11 attacks with 200 units, making it the largest response in the department's history. Step into a modern mail processing facility and see how machines and humans work together to sort and deliver millions of pieces of mail daily. The United States Postal Service processes over 180 billion pieces of mail every year. Modern mail processing facilities use optical character readers to scan addresses at 36,000 pieces per hour. Machines can sort mail by zip code, but humans are still needed to read handwritten addresses. The USPS uses over 240,000 miles of conveyor belts to transport mail within its facilities. Mail processing facilities operate 24/7, with peak hours seeing over 1 million pieces processed per hour. The USPS uses advanced tracking technology to ensure 92% of mail is delivered within 3 days of processing. Join me as I attend a meetup for people who walk backwards and hear their inspiring stories and motivations. Walking backwards is a centuries-old practice, dating back to ancient China and Greece. The backwards walking community has grown globally, with meetups in over 20 countries. Some practitioners walk backwards to improve posture, balance, and core strength. Others use it as a mindfulness exercise, focusing on each step in reverse. Backwards walking has also been used as a form of therapy for people with anxiety and depression. The community encourages newcomers, saying it takes only 20 minutes to get the hang of it. Find out how Tom Brady played through a torn ACL in 2008, leading the New England Patriots to 11-5 record before his season-ending injury. Tom Brady suffered a torn ACL in Week 1 of the 2008 NFL season against the Kansas City Chiefs. Despite the injury, Brady played the entire game, completing 7 of 11 passes for 76 yards. In the following weeks, Brady led the Patriots to a 3-1 record, throwing for 1,015 yards and 7 touchdowns. An MRI scan after Week 4 revealed the full extent of the injury, but Brady had already played through immense pain. The Patriots finished the 2008 season with an 11-5 record, just missing the playoffs despite Brady's absence. Tom Brady's toughness and perseverance in 2008 earned him the respect of teammates, opponents, and fans alike. Did you know that Disney's Aladdin was inspired by the true story of a young man named Abdul Rashid, who stole a princess's necklace? The real-life Aladdin was Abdul Qasim Ismail Faruqi, an 18th-century thief from Syria. He was known for stealing from wealthy merchants and nobles, not just for personal gain. Abdul's exploits were documented in 18th-century French writer Antoine Galland's diaries. Galland's writings were later translated and adapted into the famous 1001 Nights tales. The story of Aladdin was not part of the original 1001 Nights, but was added later. Disney's Aladdin was ultimately inspired by Galland's adaptation of Abdul's story, not the original folklore. Multiband compression can help control frequencies separately, like in the popular plugin FabFilter Pro L2, to achieve a balanced sound with precise control over bass, mid-range, and treble. Multiband compression splits audio into separate frequency bands for precise control. Each band has its own compressor, allowing for tailored dynamics and tone shaping. This technique helps to even out imbalanced mixes, creating a clear and polished sound. FabFilter Pro L2 is a popular plugin that utilizes multiband compression for professional results. Multiband compression can also be used to create creative, unique effects and textures. By controlling frequencies separately, multiband compression can rescue a mix from muddiness and chaos. Witness the most powerful explosion in the universe, releasing 100 billion times more energy than the sun, and learn how it affects the cosmos. A supernova is an incredibly rare event, occurring only once every 100 years in a typical galaxy. When a star runs out of fuel, it collapses under its own gravity, triggering a massive explosion. Supernovae are so powerful that they can briefly outshine an entire galaxy, releasing 100 billion times more energy than the sun. The explosion expels heavy elements, like iron and nickel, into space, which are essential for forming new stars and planets. Supernovae also play a crucial role in distributing these elements throughout the galaxy, enriching the interstellar medium. Explore the evolution of styluses, from ancient Greek and Roman writing instruments to modern-day digital styluses used with tablets and smartphones. The earliest known styluses date back to ancient Greece around 500 BCE, made from bronze and bone. The Romans developed styluses with metal tips, allowing for more precise writing on papyrus and wax tablets. In the 19th century, styluses evolved to feature nibs, making them compatible with early fountain pens. The first digital stylus was patented in 1987, designed for use with graphics, tablets, and computers. Modern digital styluses, like the Apple Pencil, use advanced technology like accelerometers and gyroscopes. Today, styluses are used by millions worldwide, from artists and designers to students and professionals. Meet the brave men and women who risked their lives to contain the Chernobyl disaster, including Anatoly Dyatlov, Mikhail Gorbachev, and the liquidators who worked tirelessly to clean up the site. On the 26th of April 1986, a catastrophic explosion occurred at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine. Anatoly Dyatlov, the plant's deputy chief engineer, was in charge during the fateful night of the disaster. Mikhail Gorbachev, Soviet leader at the time, took drastic measures to contain the crisis, including evacuating 115,000 people. The liquidators, a team of 600,000 workers, risked their lives to clean up the site, many of whom suffered severe radiation exposure. The cleanup efforts took 20 months, with workers removing 200,000 cubic meters of contaminated material.